It is Thursday afternoon, and we are going to finish up the last two tiny little bits of this game that we've got. As I haven't done the DLC yet. And there is a adorable little necromancer's tower we have to go climb. So we are going to go do those two things. And then see if the ending changes. Bum, bum, bum. You approach the army of skeletons without fear. Something in your eyes causes them to shrink back slightly. We are going to banish them. Your eyes turn black as you yell three names. The skeletons screech and explode out of existence. You read the runes closely, tracing them with one finger. They glow darkly at your touch. You learn a name that banishes mind. You learn a name that hatches void from a toothed egg. Oh, there's a big old pile of skulls blocking your path. There was bound to be one of these in here somewhere, right? Excuse me, fellas, I need to get past here. The skulls hiss and chitter and giggle at you. So that's a no, then. You yell the names. Skulls screech and hiss and crack and shatter and are swallowed by nothing. Thump and smash. Read the runes closely, tracing them with one finger. They glow darkly at your touch. You learn a name that dissolves bonds. You learn a name that withers love, corrupts love, twists it and blackens it and turns it into hate. These two skeletons have names written on their foreheads so they won't forget them. Actually, wait, maybe they have the other's name. You hiss the names slither into your foes. The giant skeletons turn and smash each other until only splinters remain. You approach the throne, and the withered husk sitting on it. Unbelievable, all this killing, all this horror, and this is what's behind it? He tries to speak, but all that comes out is dust. Chant the ancient words of ascension. You're not even sure how you know them, but they taste like home. A pathetic twig that was once a man explodes into dust. A black fire ignites in your heart. He had some power in him after all. Alright, that's pretty much what I was expecting from this. We are kind of grossly overleveled. But now we shall go and do the DLC. can eat one more food buff. You hop into the ghostly carriage, which seems to support your and Susie's weight well enough. An invisible driver yells, "Yah!" and cracks an invisible whip. An invisible horse snorts. The carriage starts moving, and soon you're out of sight of Dirtwater. Reckoning at Gun Manor. A thick gray fog envelops the carriage, and you lose all sense of time and space. Eventually, the fog clears, and the carriage parks near a very large and ornate mansion. A disembodied voice calls out, "All out for Gun Manor, last stop." Wee-hee, I've never imagined a house that big. Yeah, dang, me neither. I'd want a map and compass just to walk from one end to the other. At least a piece of chalk. And the dag maid comes by and wipes the marks off the walls, and you get lost coming back from the bathroom. Alright, so we do have a couple other things to do after this. Excuse me, do you work here? Who, me? No. Nuts, I can't seem to find any employees at the gift shop either. I haven't started this job yet, and already it's a pain in my neck. I can't get inside. Ms. Gunn hired me to come and deal with a bunch of spooks that are haunting the place. I can't do that if I can't get in the front door. Who's Mrs. Gunn? You've never heard of Terry Gunn? Should I have? Well, I think so. She's a pretty famous inventor. She got her best-known invention hanging right there in her belt. She invented belt buckles? Wow. Guns. She invented guns. Oh. Spooks like ghosts. Exactly that. 13 of them, according to my instruments. Florence Cunningham, Cunningham Ghost Annihilation Services. That's me. Interesting. What do you annihilate them with? Science. I was going to guess that weird kind of rifle contraption you're carrying. Yeah, it shoots science. Not at the front door. The front door, well, it's locked? No, not locked. So what's the problem? Okay, see, I'm a ghost hunter. I ain't a spider hunter. I don't want to hunt spiders at all. There's this huge, gross, hairy, fanged, drooling giant spider in the foyer. So until I find another way in or find someone to take care of the spider hunting side of the biz, I'm staying right the frig out here, okay? I can see you feel pretty strongly about this. I do. Well, maybe I can help you out. Hey, that'd be swell. You know, you look reasonably tough and or wily. Why don't we team up? I'll handle the ghosts, and you can handle the things that aren't ghosts. Okay, let's go. Roger, copy. It's Mal, actually. The Gun Manor Hedgemaids was erected in 1888 for the entertainment of guests and the family's then 2 daughters. You're welcome to meander its path, but we recommend you take caution during the winter. Well, that has a handwritten note. I actually recommend staying out altogether. Some crazy wizard moved in and has been animating the shrubs. Yeah, no problem, Wyvern Master. Congratulations on your affiliate. That is very cool. I don't remember if you request them or they um, do it for you. I honestly, it's been quite a while. I'm sorry. Jumbo shrimp fork. Gunman or carriage house keys. Interesting. Six Moxie versus 10. That's easy enough. Oh, absolutely. That is fantastic news. Well, I didn't want to have people think that I was gonna stream for a long time. All I have left is the DLC, and this game is good, but it doesn't seem like it's particularly long. Whoa, Nelly, hold on a second. That's a ghost. Those things are dangerous. I wasn't expecting to see any of those here. What? You're a ghost hunter. You specifically hunt ghosts. No, that's not ghost. This is a ghost. A greater haunt originating from spectral transmissions. Totally different from a ghost. Except for the name, you mean. Anyway, those things can be pretty tough. I knew I should have brought a bismuth bomb. What bomb? Bismuth. It's sort of silvery material that screws with spectral energy the way iron... So where do we get a bismuth bomb? Bismuth. Make him in my lab. Well, so much for that idea, then. Alrighty. $23 months? That's almost a whole year. I can't poison you, can I? Oh no, I can't poison you. Well, thank you for the shoutouts, Coco. I appreciate it. This is one of my favorite parts of this game, is if nothing else, we can just throw dynamite at enemies. You gotta be a mod for that one. It's actually set up that way. It's just like the shout out command. There we go. You could disappoint so many kids on Crimbo Morning with this amount of coal. This coal is funkier than coal from Medina, but not as funky as coal from Medina. Oh, I understand. Oh, Coco, you definitely deserve a shout out. But yeah, this is a character that I've beaten pretty much everything in the game with so far. This photograph is of a young Mrs. Gunn smiling as she accepts a fancy trophy from a man in a suit. A frowning man wearing a lab coat is standing behind her. Plaque reads, Terry Gunn, an assistant, accepting the 1869 Why Didn't We Think of That award for excellence in inventing. Oh, no problem at all. I hope you have an excellent celebration. I wonder what's in the carriage house. That guy appears to be smoking. Hiya! Hey, sup? Do you work here? Are you a parking attendant or something? Yeah, I guess I validate people's parking and that. Can you? I'm on a break. Well, everyone's here on a break, kinda. What do you mean? A whole bunch of ghosts showed up in a ghost carriage. All of a sudden, everyone's either hiding or being kidnapped. I got here in a ghost carriage. Oh man, did I die somewhere and not notice my ghost? The guy jabs your forehead with one finger. Ow! Nope. Okay, well you should go back to work now. Why's that? Because I'm going to rescue all the other employees. If they come back and catch you slacking off, they'll be ticked. Aw, jeez. Okay, fine, just let me finish the smoke before you're getting all heroic. Various boring tools like drills and awls. Tools for boring. Ha. Various boring tools like drills and awls. Indeed. Ooh, we got a hammer. So I don't think I can use this book. I don't think it'll actually teach me anything. Yeah. So we have all of our skills. Like I said, I may have played this game quite a bit. I am a big fan of it. But now we shall go in and deal with the spider in the lobby. Try to handle the front door. It doesn't seem locked, but some kind of force is holding it shut. Yeah, some ghost is playing tricks on you because they know you ain't packing science. Stand back, I got this. Florence unlimbers her weird rifle and fires a short burst of swirling light into the doorknob. You hear an eek from inside and the door swings open. Ha, works every time. You remove the panel from the intercom and adjust the crystals inside to the ambient resonant frequency of the radio oscillators aligned exactly with the spider's neural cascade, or something like that. You're the smart one. I just work here. In any case, Sparrow curls up and dies, then dissolves into powder. Florence becomes visibly calmer. Teresa Terry Gunn built the stately, if architecturally unusual, manor home in the late 70s. Completed in 1877 using the proceeds from her famous invention, the gun. After her retirement in 1891, she graciously opened many of the rooms to the public as a museum and historical center. For those of you who don't know, this appears to be a play off of the Winchester Mansion, which one of the people who owned it, I believe, actually built the mansion as a place for all of the ghosts of people killed by Winchester weapons to live. And she didn't sleep in the same bedroom every night, and a whole bunch of other really crazy things. If you're interested, I highly recommend looking into it, but I think that this is a jokey play on that. Phew, glad that's taken care of. Jeez, Florence, it was only a little one. It was nearly as big as my head. Yeah, but if it were drawn any smaller, it would have just looked like a black dot. Don't get all meta on me, it's unscientific and I hate it. It's a pretty fancy place. Makes me anxious. Don't reckon I'd ever get my boots clean enough to walk in here. You mean that literally, or is a metaphor for class consciousness? No, I'm really anxious. Thanks. Yep. It's cold as Federal Grand Administrator's hurt in there. I wonder what's causing that. You don't think it's, all that ice. Nah, you got it backwards. You guys couldn't be here if it wasn't cold to begin with. That's science. Maybe the house's heat got shut off somehow? Better see if there's a furnace or boiler or something. It'd probably be in the basement. Alright, let's have a look around. Why, the cellar. Why, hello, Akimokumi. Akimokumi is the reason we are playing this. She is a friend I met through Omax, and she, last I knew, was playing the sequel to this, which is called Shadows Over Loathing. So it became a moral imperative for me to paint something on the wall. We paint boo. Alright. That's a lot of poison. Doesn't matter. Ooh, I can rain teeth on them. I forgot I had that. I've done everything. Like, this is the last couple of things I had to do in the game. I went and dealt with the Necromancer, and then I came here. Yeah, see, the thing that nobody really knows about that is, the teeth aren't actually created. They're just up in the clouds. I just know how to make them come down. I'll show you. It's actually explained. At any given point, there are millions of human teeth suspended in the clouds. I just know how to make them come loose. Yep. Yep, millions of teeth up in the clouds. I guess you didn't know that. What pants am I wearing right now? 40 HP. Not nearly as useful. A plot glow lock. Lucky for us, I have a key that for every model they make. Florence fumbles with a giant key ring out of her pocket. Finds the one that unlocks the door. Oh hey, a lab! Check it out! Florence starts excitedly poking around the workbench and shelves. They must have been doing some really good science down here. I don't even recognize half this stuff. Well, don't accidentally blow us up or anything. Pfft, relax, I have an advanced degree in tinkering and fiddling. Assume that these 3 boxes all contain the same thing, but you don't know what it is. This workbench is littered with scrap metal and little canisters labeled bismuth, do not eat. It's a chart with all 176 elements on it, including lead, terbium, and selenium. They even left room for ones that haven't been discovered yet, like gerbium, clarium, and kugon. The device clearly has a purpose, so you can't fathom it. Maybe that blueprint on the wall could help you. Some kind of complicated blueprint. Aha! A device for reducing the loudness of gunfire. A silencer, if you will. You don't really know much about gunsmithing, you just kind of randomly cram pieces together until you have something gun-shaped. You got an item, the worst gun. Oh yeah, I've got that. I've got the vibranium crown, I've got the spittoon hat, I've got everything. Got a box of science doohickeys. Alright, I don't know that the Necromancer hat is giving me any good bonuses, so we're going to go back to the Vibranium Crown. Oh, Brofar, thank you for the follow, that's so kind. Ooh, it's a big spider. Alright. We shall make it rain teeth. Ooh, we got a spider egg omelet. And a spider pie. Ooh, fast spider. Okay, so between 41 and 61, that's not going to kill all of them, but I do have a secret weapon. It's called 95 sticks of old dynamite. There we go. Now it should get everybody. It's a mannequin? Boy, the spider must have been super disappointed. Why was it moving? For the record, you get old dynamite by playing with time travel. $420 XP for that. Nice. An infinite number of spiders. That's a fairly common thing in this. You can use encounters like that to level yourself up. Someone's been cocooned by the spiders. Horrifying. Hey, are you okay in there? Murph. What? Murph. What? I can't understand you. Hang on, let me poke you a mouth hole. Hang on. There, you were saying? Hi, hello, salutations. Hiya, you okay? I've certainly been better. What happened? Well, I was protecting my greeting. I'm the museum greeter. That's something that requires a lot of practice. Practice makes perfect, right? There's an old mannequin down there that's pretty good for practicing on. We've met. Anyway, a bunch of giant spiders grabbed me from behind. It was quite a surprise. I would imagine so. I should probably get back to work. It wouldn't be right to allow the visitors to go ungreeted. Can you let me out of this cocoon? Sure. You cut open the sticky cocoon, freeing the trapped museum greeter. Whew, thanks. You can get out through the coal chute down the hall. Great. Stop by the entrance later and I'll give you the official museum greeting. He does, doesn't he? Alright, so the boiler's on, which means that the ice should be melted. I just need some more spider parts and we can make a spider axe. Box of science doohickeys do. Oh, only 500 more XP and we can level up our ability to rain teeth on things again. Hey, what's up? Nice to see you. Turning on the boiler solved our ice problem. Our scientific hypothesis was proven correct, but we didn't have direct evidence connecting the ice to the... Don't you try and pull a post hoc ergo propter hoc on me. I'll shoot you with my science rifle. In that case, I totally agree with you. Let's hunt some ghosts. Ooh, we got a tea service. A teapot and some cups on a pewter tray. Just add a bunch of imaginary friends and you've got a tea party. Alright. Let's check out the dining room. I just love how everything is boo. That's so funny. Oh, we got a small blowtorch. This ghost is cramming his face with the visible food. Maybe he's the ghost of an emperor? Her gun doesn't seem to be doing anything. He has 840 health. That doesn't seem very helpful. has 100% spooky resistance. Oh, I have no idea. I just know we're here to hunt ghosts. Alright, let's talk to this museum employee. Thank you for dealing with that ghost. I'm exhausted. What are you even doing? You kept demanding ghost food, but I don't really know how to cook except nachos and popcorn. Just the regular kind, not ghost nachos and popcorn. He's really insistent, so I figured ghost food was probably invisible, so I just pretended and gave him empty plates. I guess it worked, even though that doesn't really make any sense. Anyway, thanks again. I work at the snack bar in the visitor center, so I'll see you around there. Yeah, this game is great. It is utter nonsense based on how it's written, but I actually have a playthrough of this that I'm doing that is a replay of it because I screwed some stuff up the first time around. And I really wanted to try and do it again. There we go. Oh, he didn't quite kill Susie. That's pretty funny. Ooh, we got some tin caviar. Cans of every shape, size, and food you don't like. Eureka! These cans of string beans are exactly 1.2337 inches in diameter. They must have been packed the beans lengthwise. It's a tin of string beans, but the string beans aren't important. What's important is that the can is the perfect size for making a silencer. Yep. Oh, weird. What you thought was a framed photo is actually a window. Why does Larder have a window? Why is this ghost standing motionless in front of it as if you were a framed photograph? Hello, excuse me. The ghost ignores you. Well, he's completely resistant to spooky. Oh, and he's whiffing because his muscle stat isn't high enough to hit. I don't know what it needs to be. I just know that because of all of the buffs that I've gotten playing through the game, I'm kind of gross. That should be it. Which is weird, because usually ghosts can't be poisoned. Alright, do we have 500? Oh, we have 500. Let's rain some teeth. Alright, let's see what else we can do. Hey, Black Richie Rich. Larder and a pantry. Fancy pantry pants. Eh. This ghost is running around like crazy, or hovering around like crazy, searching through the racks of pants, or trousers if you prefer, but we say pants here in the Western Territories. He seems too preoccupied to take any notice of you. Oh, for some reason, her gun's actually hitting them now and doing damage. That's weird. There's a sign that says only authorized and trained personnel may operate the elevator. Are you sure? You're not authorized, you're also not trained. This is crazy. It's not like a mine elevator, simple and safe. This is a fancy elevator. You have no idea what you're doing. It's your funeral, I guess, with an elevator-shaped coffin, probably. You mess with the levers and buttons for a while, but you can't get the elevator to do anything. See, I told you this wouldn't work. I think we've been everywhere in here. Perhaps one of the, people we've rescued can tell us how to use the elevator. This house isn't on any map you've ever seen. If it's on a map that you haven't seen, well, that map isn't doing you any good. Suppose we can explore the hedge maze. The token over the well and try to think of something to wish for. Within a few seconds, you actually accidentally drop the token into the well without making a wish. Dang it, I wish I had that token back. Here chimes and a rope appears in the wishing bell's crossbeam. Well, how about that? Okay, so we found a new way into the basement. Ooh. Oh, thanks. You think a gal could sit near your lunch in a weird hedge maze without getting accosted by monsters? What's the world coming to? You said it. Is it safe to go? I should probably get back to work. What do you do here? I work in the visitor center, run the token smashing game. We sell these little tokens stamped with the museum logo. You can either use them I'll run them through a machine that rolls them flat and stamps the museum logo on them. It stamps the museum logo on them again? Yes, but they're longer after that. Huh, you think it's safe to leave yet? Yeah, you should be fine. Well, that's cool. Hello. Ghost just yelled hell at me, spooky. Pretty sure that's not a ghost. The intercom's just busted. Oh, we haven't been in the ice room yet. Yay, we did it. Hey, thanks for the help back there in the freezer. It's the elevator. Unfortunately, all we can do at this point is go to the second floor. The button for the third floor is missing. I bet anything the old housekeeper took it and hid in some hilarious place. She loved wordplay. That's why they fired her. That and all the stealing important things and hiding them. Oh, this is a Coco game. We can flush toilets. I completely forgot that. Guest rooms. Congratulations, I freed you. You're free. Free from what? Well, being locked in this room with nothing to do except read the magazine. Ah, so you freed me from having an excellent excuse for not doing my crappy job. Freed me from the burden of relaxing here instead of emptying trash cans, cleaning toilets. Great luck. You're a real hero. I could just lock the door. No, it's too late. I'm free. Free as the wind blows. Free as my job blows. Thank you. Stared to open the door, but the ghostly clerk swoops in and blocks you. Hey, I'm sorry now, dear, but you can't let go wandering in there. Why not? A tenant. They paid for the room. They seem rather quiet, private sort, and I won't have you disturbing them. Hello, dear. Welcome to my little B&B. Would you care for a room? No, thanks. I won't be staying for that long. Hopefully. Wait a minute. Yes. Your B&B. This isn't your house. I know, dear. But nobody was using these guest rooms, and there were ghosts hovering around with nowhere to go, and I got to feel homesick for my little B&B I used to run when I was alive, so I thought Mrs. Gunn probably wouldn't mind. What does B&B stand for? Boo and breakfast? Oh yeah, that's what I was expecting. What happened to your eye? That was a foolish accident. I had a guest who was suspicious of a twitchy, nervous little man. I thought he might be mixed up in something bad, and one evening I was passing by his room. I gave in to temptation and peeped on him through the keyhole. You see something? Only for a moment. He was cleaning a small pistol, and I suppose I must have made a noise. He suddenly jumped and the gun went off. And hit you? That's right, straight through the keyhole. That's how I died, in fact. Jeez, I'm sorry. Thank you, dear. It's alright. Saves me from spying on a guest, how I look at it. Is that what's keeping you here? Guilt? No, I think I paid quite sufficiently for that transgression. Well, I don't want to go into heaven missing an eye. It wouldn't be as nice without depth perception, so you need a new eye. Yes, do you think you could help me? How about I send you to hell instead? Okay, let's waste some dynamite. You're here to laugh at me? Huh, no, not at all. I wouldn't do that. No, of course you wouldn't. No one ever laughs. I made a single person laugh in my entire career. That's a left turn I wasn't expecting. What's your career? I used to design gags and novelties, but I was terrible at my job. I couldn't come up with a single novel idea. Conversation seems oddly familiar. See, even my presence is unoriginal. Just being too hard on yourself. My last invention was fake vomit. It looks like fake vomit, but surprise, it's real. That was the one that got me fired. I was working on a new invention, exploding cigar. You let a cigar, it's fine for a second, but then suddenly it goes off with a big bang, and you jump in surprise and everyone laughs because you had a heart attack. I had a snag in development, though. I figured I'd use gunpowder, and you buy it packed in those little brass cartridges that seemed convenient. You mean bullets? My first test run was a real mess, I can tell you that. Now I'm a failure and I'm dead. The joke was on him, after all. Alright. I'm going to guess it says boo. Now I get to fight a lawyer ghost. Overruled. Alright. Now we talk to this guy. Thanks, I've never got one for another. At least I know all about the particular type of grant described. How'd you get trapped like that? Well, I work at the info desk, so on my breaks I like to research different kinds of info, just in case anyone asks. Never guessed when someone might ask you about rocks. Exactly, I'm getting late. Feel free to stop by my counter if you have any questions. Alright, on to the third floor. Oh, it's you, my hero and savior. Alright, there's looks like at least 2 people left we gotta save. I do love how pissy the janitor is, that's really funny. And for the record, there are, like, peaceful, friendly ways to deal with all these ghosts as well. I've just been fighting them because I'm playing my ruthless character, and I'd like to stick on one and then possibly do this again. Ooh, we got a tiny stick of dynamite. Hey, now I can make the silencer. No, we want to be in this room. a bowl treegeist. Oh, this is my Splatoon character. I can't wait to see what the Splatoon in here says. Kiwi. Oh boy, oh yeah, Kevin and Papa. What are you doing? Nothing, what are you doing? You get someone who's dealing next to his Splatoon with the apparent intention of sticking his entire face into it. Jam your head in the Splatoon up to your shoulder, fine? Nothing. The brass bottom is shiny and clean outside and in. Clean as the day it was born. Museum staff must have washed it. Looks brand new. Are you crying? No, I'm fine. You're crying. Okay, well, I'll be over here when you're done lying in the ground in a fetal position hugging a Splatoon. Oh, that's fantastic. Ooh, 7-hole spooky damage. So for people who haven't played this yet, one of the major mechanics they introduced very early is that you can find items in a Splatoon, and the game thinks you're really gross for doing it. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Interesting. think she just ambushes me and kills me every time. Can make our silencer too, since we have the stuffing in the can. I wonder if it does anything. I do find it kind of funny that I made a gun character who I taught all the necromancy to. It doesn't really do any added benefit. But hey, I can rain teeth on things, so... Oh, I forgot to check the doll. Nope, doesn't do nothing. It's really hard to take this game seriously, and occasionally my character will just start backflipping places. I am not aware of a key O for bells. I wonder what happens if we rain teeth on them. Just what I expected. Beat the hell out of him and pitched him out the window. That's the last anyone will see of him in good riddance. Well, that's it. I bet if we had not messed with the gunsmithing equipment and instead had waited and used this, we might get a gun out of it. But let's find out how borked we are, because this game does like to do that, and I kind of love it for that. See if we're able to make a gun or not, or if we're borked. Oh, that's too bad. I was kind of hoping we would bork ourselves. Alright, 20 and 25, 9s and everything. What's our current pistol? Oh, this one's way better. But can we make another silencer is the question. Alright. Did we rescue everybody? These things are fantastic. This would be a good DLC to do a lot earlier in the game, when this kind of stuff would actually make it fun, but I think all we have left to do is figure out what to do with the hedge maze. That is a really funny silencer noise. Rain of teeth. Fun. Alright. Whee! Dynamite. Okay, so... Not you again. Wait, you're not him. Nope. Nice to meet you. I'm the hedge. Yeah, the hedge. The source of all the magic in the maze. Yada yada. Boy, can I tell you how glad I am to see someone besides that dorky wizard. Did you? Yep. Thank you. I made the mistake of granting him a boon. He started treating me like a god or something, coming around day after day, prostrating himself before me like a giant dweeb. Just awful. I mean, sure, I'm powerful and all that, but it's not like I did anything to get this way. I guess I'm rooted to the ground, for heaven's sake. I just grew this way. Whee! Alright. And I'm fairly confident that when we go back to the main game, Florence comes with us, but I'm not 100% sure, so we will find out. So we are going to go watch the ending movie, just in case anybody missed it my first playthrough. And like I said, one of the things I really enjoyed a lot about this was the fact that the game will bork you if you just fiddle with stuff without actually knowing what you're doing. So I got a couple of things that I didn't get in the game because I didn't know I had to do them or what order to do them in. And I think that is very fun because it encourages you to play through again. So we brought along Susie Cochran from Boring Springs, and we picked up the spooky horse because we wanted to do necromancy. And necromancy uses a stat that we don't even use, which is kind of awesome. Some folks say endings don't matter, but other folks, they like to know how things turn out, the consequences of their action, like. Let's Trains running again, Frisco thrived. People came from all over to seek their fortunes. But thanks to you, they didn't have to do it while on fire because some cow attacked their wagon. With his opulent gold crown, Emperor Norton ushered an age of unprecedented prosperity. Despite the warnings of civil engineers, he ordered the construction of a palatial city hall with solid gold rotunda. We made him a crown out of teeth. It was pretty awesome. The idea of city life didn't appeal to Susie. After you and she parted ways, she moved to the peninsula a ways and settled on a Cow's Bane farm, still fighting the good fight. Thanks to you, Gun Manor reopened and delighted tourists for centuries. Oh, they worked that in. That's awesome. After she finished getting the Baker Boys up and running, Louise moved to Frisco and opened her own shop specializing in artisanal breads and pies. Thanks to your assistance, Howard Buppert got the photography bug, or should we say the photography owl. Wink wink. Anyway, he opened an art gallery so the citizens of Frisco would never again have to suffer the inability to see pictures of owl skeletons whenever they wanted. Kurtz left the fort and set up shop in Frisco. His fitness group skyrocketed in popularity. The growth was entirely due to word of mouth because the first rule in Kurtzfit is that you cannot stop talking about Kurtzfit. Hey, Jeffifa! I'm sorry, I saw purple and I thought it was Akimokumi. I apologize. I hope you're having a great day. The cultist you rescued eventually joined a different cult, but the new cult is quite a bit safer than the old ones. It's mostly about annoying people on the streets instead of unearthing ancient evil destructors. With your help, the professor gained enough knowledge about El Vabrito technology to start building his own. He opened a very successful consumer technology store in Frisco, and for decades people spent all their time staring at little computers in their hands instead of talking to each other. The performers you sent to Dirtwater formed the greatest band in the history of music. Their perfect union of percussion, strings, and technology, they immediately secured their place in the cultural history of Loathing. Their songs were innovative, their stage presence was spectacular, and the liner notes on their albums are extremely clever and interesting. They called themselves the Aristocrats. We solved all of Redwood's problems. With the increased morale and civic resources, they were able to clear the weeds from the road, fix the well, and broken hitching posts. There was even enough left over to give the mayor's office a new coat of paint, refresh the facade on the Buttery Biscuit, and add a second story to the bunkhouse. They even managed to get that horse into rehab. The quests for Brentwood are fantastic. If you miss them, I highly recommend picking up this game. It's on sale on Steam right now. I bought it because Akimokumi was streaming the sequel to it, and I could not be happier with what I spent on it. Olive Garden and Cactus Bill lived happily ever after. They even had a few youngins. Yes, that man is partially cactus. Chuck continued to run his blood and breakfast without incident, accident, scandal, or allegation for many years. You won 4 of the reenactment scenarios at Fort Memorarium. They still talk about you. Remember when that Mal fella came through here? Yeah, he was really, really good at this game. Do we have any more root beer? Oh, that is a story for another day. A story for another day. With your help, Roy Bean's Jelly Bean Museum became the talk of the town. Well, first they had to build a town nearby, but once they did, hoo-wee. Dirtwater became, relatively speaking, a thriving metropolis. Thanks to your efforts as a commerce ambassador and all-around helpful stranger, the once sleepy town became a shining oasis in the barren name. Every man, woman, and child in town knew your name. They even put up a little plaque with your name on it in your old room at the Jewel. Little did they know. I still do really love the first time you go into saloon in this game, they give you a hat that boosts your stats based on what class you pick. And you come into this bar, and the two girls without hats on are sitting at one of the tables, and your comment is, "How come they don't have to wear hats?" As for you, after your adventures, you settled down in Frisco and bought a very long, very narrow house. You filled it with souvenirs of your exploits and started an antique hat rack collection. When you left home, you told Rufus you wanted to seek your fortune. You ended your adventure with 22,600 or 269 meat. Some people claim that you're not technically the wealthiest person in the West, but you can afford to bribe the newspapers to discredit those people. I will point out we also have a lava lamp. It's important to keep track of that. And hey! In 1906, all the remaining cows in the West were simultaneously activated by some kind of a signal from hell. They thundered east, forming a gigantic, single-minded herd. Led by the infernal sadist Duke Bovicus, the cow army thundered east towards Dirtwater. Fortunately, Barnaby Bob's gang of rodeo clowns swept in at the last minute and slaughtered the herd just before it reached Dirtwater. Unfortunately, all the townsfolk of Dirtwater had a hard time sleeping for pretty much the rest of their lives. Seriously, it was a grisly sight. Yeah, meat is a really funny currency for this. Thanks to your cleverness, the world is not destroyed 420 years later. On the contrary, it remains undestroyed for millennia. Future generations don't know they should thank you, but they definitely should. Hey, welcome back, Wyvern Master. We're just watching the ending to see if anything changed after the DLC. So yeah, that is everything in West of Loathing. And the best part being I screwed some stuff up, I missed some stuff. So there is a definite, if you enjoyed this, reason for you to pick this up and play it yourself. Because just because I did things this way doesn't mean that you have to, or even that you should. You should pick it up, fiddle with it, screw up, start a new character, fiddle with it some more. Because yeah, this was a lot of fun. I highly recommend it, and I am eternally grateful for seeing Shadows over Loathing, so I knew I needed to pick this up. And when Shadows of Loathing comes to Switch, it will definitely be on our playlist. But, like I said, this is going to be a short stream, especially for me. I usually go about 5 hours. And I'm going to raid my friend. And I will see people Saturday. We are going to start Lost in Random, which is another really stylistic, fun-looking game. It reminds me a lot of the really clever, like, Laika and Tim Burton stuff, so hopefully see you for that. Otherwise, we're going to play some Crisis Core on Sunday and hopefully be stupid and overpowered, because that's always fun too. But thank you so much for joining me for, admittedly, just a quick little stream. Have a great one. Thanks for coming in. And we are going to raid our friend, Shadow in the Darkness, who is playing Octopath Traveler. But you have a great one. We will catch you next time.